So let's talk about Wonder Woman, another big trailer to come out of San Diego Comic-Con weekend. DC Comics was on fire. I want to know in the comment section down below, and I'm going to leave a poll up here in the upper right-hand corner of this video. Who do you think won the weekend? Was it Marvel or was it DC? DC dropped the Wonder Woman trailer, which I'm about to break down right now, and they dropped the Justice League trailer, which I may break down in the coming days, and of course, tons of, another Suicide Squad trailer. Of course, Marvel dropped, season 3 of Daredevil, the Punisher series, Ghost Rider on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Just so much awesome stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. But on this video, let's focus on Wonder Woman. Of course, this is going to be a reaction/breakdown. I'm going to break down what I see, what the story is, and give you my predictions for the solo Wonder Woman movie coming out June 2nd of next year. And like I always do with these breakdowns, I'm going to hit play and I'm going to go through and pause it and move it around. If you want to watch the full trailer without me pausing it, I'll leave a link to it down below. So let's go ahead and get this party going here. Okay, now here we have, let me just take a look at what's going on here so you guys know. That is, of course, Chris Pine, who's playing Steve Trevor, and essentially the story of the movie, from what I understand, is that Steve Trevor ends up landing on this island, which is where where Wonder Woman Diana Prince lives, and several other interesting characters, which we're going to get to as we go through. But pretty much what's going on here is that this movie is going to be a prequel to the entire DC cinematic universe or whatever. It's going to be a prequel to it. It's going to take place before Man of Steel, before Batman v Superman, just way before, during World War I. Chris Pine is a World War I pilot. We're going to get to that here in a minute here. She looks really good right there. This woman has a freaking gorgeous face, yo. Gal Gadot, yo. Let me just keep this PG, all right? She's very attractive. How about that?
You're a man.
Yeah.
First time she's ever seen a man before, because of course there's only women on that island.
I mean, yeah, does that look like one?
You have been my greatest love.
Obviously, this is the Amazon Queen, Hippolyta. I think that's how you say her name.
Be careful, Diana.
This is, of course, going to take place during the World War I thing. And for those wondering who aren't really familiar with Wonder Woman, she's essentially the daughter of Zeus. She's an Amazonian goddess, so she lives a very long life. All right.
I do.
That's how she's able to live for so long until the current era.
Not deserve you.
I'm not really sure what's going on there. I don't know what's happening to her there. I honestly am confused about this scene. If you have any ideas, let me know down below in the comment section.
Have you never met a man before? I mean, what about your father?
I had no father. I was brought to life by Zeus.
Yeah, there she explains, of course, what I was talking about. She was brought to life by Zeus. I can't get over how attractive this woman is. This is a gorgeous woman. Like in every shot, I know Gal Gadot's a model, duh. But the way that this movie's being shot, Patty Jenkins is the director, and I really like the way she's shooting this movie, but every shot she just looks incredible. And Wonder Woman is such a difficult character to cast because you have to have a big, strong woman, but you can't have her look too masculine, but she has to have that, feminine aura, but still be a badass chick. And I really like that about this trailer, or what we're seeing so far. I thought that she got okay screen time in Batman v Superman. I thought that she's just gonna be there to kind of be Bruce's like buddy, because they have to have somebody to help Bruce, I guess, put the JL together in the next movie, next year. But she getting her own movie, I'm happy it's happening.
Well, that's neat.
Now, we saw this shot a long time ago in the early releases of the film, the early press stuff. Her, of course, on the horse. Nice shot right there. She's such a badass. She's gonna take it to World War I guns with bows and arrows, bro. I mean, who could fuck with her? Interesting if they end up having a thing. There's, of course, the shield. It's going to be interesting because we saw her, she's going to be going up against these World War I weapons. You know, and it's just funny because we just saw her go up against Doomsday and have a competitive fight with Doomsday in Batman v Superman. So it's just kind of funny. I'll be honest, I kind of honestly, truthfully see from seeing this trailer a minute and 36 in, I think this movie should have probably come out before Batman v Superman. Obviously, the scheduling, you know, there's reasons for it not coming out. But I think it makes more sense to the people for it to come out before and kind of do that whole Captain America thing with the MCU where they had Captain America take place like in the past, and then we kind of see in the prologue of how she ends up in the present, living her life or whatever. Maybe at the end of this movie, it would have been better if they had done that. And maybe we'll see it, but I just feel like as far as release schedules go, I would have really liked it if they had done that first, but I guess the reason why they didn't is because they want to give her hype with Batman v Superman so that when this movie does come out, people will already want to see it. That's my guess, and it makes sense. Plus the scheduling, so keep going here. And another thing, too, I want to talk about, this is a badass scene right there. This is girl power done right. You know, a lot of movies have been talking about girl power, this and that. And a lot of times it comes off very demeaning towards men. You know, characters like Wonder Woman, like Rey from The Force Awakens, Black Widow, of course, from the MCU is a great example. Hell, even Scarlet Witch is a great example in the MCU. And, of course, Mystique in the new X-Men movies. You know, she's been a much bigger role than she ever was. I feel like the girl power thing is working a lot better now. We're seeing a lot more badass chicks, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. This is a great fighting sequence right here. There we see the lasso.
I can do this.
I'm guessing the climax of this movie is going to be her and Chris Pine just going in there, and Steve Trevor just going in there and kicking ass in World War I.
What I do is not up to you.
Now, I also wanted to point out, too, she's such a badass. Chris Pine did sign a multi-film deal. So they might do a Wonder Woman sequel and have him still be in it. So it could be that the Wonder Woman movies are going to take place in the past. Like, you know, if they do a sequel, like Wonder Woman 1, 2, and 3 could be in the past. And then maybe, you know, she just appears in the modern era. I mean, it would make sense because of her Zeus powers, so. That ain't going to do shit on her. Whipping ass with the lasso. I like it. I like it. That's pretty awesome, yo. Hold on, let me look at that real quick again. That shot. She just eats the bullet, it looks like. Or whatever that is. There's that badass song. Listen, you can criticize Batman v Superman all you want to, but that's a dope-ass song, right? That song is dope.
It's Etta Candy.
Awesome.
I'm Steve Trevor's secretary.
She looks so freaking fine right there, yo. She's, and she's, I don't know about her acting chops just yet for this role, because this is like, I believe this is her first major, like, starring role. Like, she's actually going to have a lot of lines in this film. It's about her. Let's see how she does. But I think the way she has her facials, her eyes, her lips, other than it looking very attractive, I think she plays a really good, like, confused woman because she doesn't get, like, the customs of the world, so to speak. You know, fish out of water story. I think she does a pretty good job. But she's so good because, at least from this trailer, she's not coming off like a dumb girl, which is one of the concerns that you always have when writing a character like this, the fish out of water character, is that you don't want them to be dumb. You want them to be confused but likable. Right? Like, remember Ariel in Little Mermaid? She thought a fork was a freaking comb or whatever.
Steve Trevor's secretary.
What is a secretary?
I go where he tells me to go and I do what he tells me to do.
Oh, well, where I'm from, that's called slavery.
I really like her.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Ladies, after you.
I do. I like
That's pretty awesome. I'm hyped, y'all. I'm going to go check this out in theaters as well. I never thought we were going to get a Wonder Woman movie, but there it is. Well, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section, of course. I do want to read them. What do you think about Wonder Woman? This trailer, Gal Gadot's so damn fine. What do you think? Do you agree? And like I said, I'm going to put the poll up in the upper right. Who won the weekend? Marvel or DC? Of course, there's a lot of stuff that came out this weekend, but just between those two companies, who won? Thank you again for checking out my trailer breakdown. Subscribe to this channel if you have not. So much to talk about in the next few months, next few years, hell, here on Geekdom 101. Thank you as always. Like the video if you did. Talk to y'all later.